about 12 years ago, I was exposing all the bullshit. And I can't remember how I came across it, but apparently there was somebody who, of course, because I've been banned from day one. The reason why I'm banned is because the truth is the worst thing they can face. You see, the truth, whether it's about gold or cryptos or whatever, you see. But I came across this person. I don't know who it was to this day, but apparently he was going on Alex Jones's websites, Prison Planet and InfoWars. And I think I may have come across it accidentally because Alex Jones actually stole some of my copyright protected articles. Didn't give me any credit. This was after he kind of barred me from his show because he found that I was warning people not to buy physical gold because it was the commissions were too high. But anyway, I think I was looking for articles, and I don't know, could have been something else. But I started to see somebody posting stuff, posting links to my articles about exposing gold, and they were just doing it like a madman, like every fucking day. I was laughing. It was funny. Trying to wake these people up because, of course, Alex Jones, big gold pumper, he's making all his money back then before he had all this penis potion and all this bullshit. He was pitching gold. You see, that's where he was making all the money. Pitching his boss, Ted Anderson, Midas Resources. That's what he was doing. So it was funny. So somebody was relentlessly spreading the word. You see, that's what it's going to take. It's going to take a few people relentlessly doing that type of stuff to get the word out. You see? That's what it's going to take. And most people still aren't going to get it. But some people will be saved. You see? Some people will be saved. I've been exposing all these fraudsters for a very long time. I know the story on a very large number of them. You just name the name. Whether it's, I know the full story on all these guys, and I know the angles they use. The big angle these days is that the doomsday guys, of course, anybody that's pitching doom, ultimately they're pitching gold. They're selling gold ads. Actually, let's go to this guy first. Chris Martinson. I exposed this fraudster liar many years ago. Wrote many articles about this guy. And complete liar. This guy lied about his credentials. He even claimed to predict the financial crisis. He's one of these guys. Oh, he sounds like a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He's one of these guys who has got a PhD and he calls himself doctor. Folks, anyone who's not a medical doctor who calls himself doctor or puts PhD by their name, be very suspicious. That's a fucking huge red flag. Okay. He was before, and he's basically a shill for the establishment. He's been associated with groups that have been funded by the Rockefellers. His sheep don't even fucking know it. But he's pitching all this, the world's going to end, we're going to run out of food, all this bullshit. And, we're running out of resources. Buy gold. Okay. And then when COVID hit, he's coming out with all this COVID conspiracy nonsense. He wants to, so folks, you see, these con artists are always going to jump on the latest thing. That's what they do. They jump on the latest thing. This guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He doesn't know any science. He never even worked. in a lab based upon his business, his CV. And he started telling everybody, back after the financial crisis, before it, I guess, that he was the vice president of Pfizer. Of course, he won't talk about Pfizer these days, right? He was telling everyone he was the vice president of Pfizer. Okay. And he didn't say I was a Pfizer vice president. In other words, a lot of people don't realize that there's vice president, there's many vice presidents in companies, right? There's numerous, but he was sounding like he was the vice president. He wasn't a vice president at Pfizer. He's a complete liar, complete fraud. And so this guy, what he does, and he's trying to become a Robert Kiyosaki. He's going on a boat tour with him, where they're pitching shit in Latin America, and the whole shebang. Complete fraudster. He knows who I am. He knows I've exposed him. Complete piece of trash. But he's one of these guys that's pitching the doom that the world's going to end. Buy gold and buy canned food. Okay, just completely. People like this caused people that listen to him. They missed out on the greatest bull run we've ever had. I mean, if you count the longest bull market we came out of, ended with COVID. But then after that, I mean, the COVID recession lasted, just a few weeks, right? This is a guy, he's in the Peter Schiff crowd. His buddy, I want to show you, Adam Taggart, does the same thing. Taggart branched off. See, because what these guys do is he's got two channels now, Wealthy On and Thoughtful Money. Complete fraud. This guy's a fraud. Now, if you want to see the whole gang of con artists, doomsday charlatans, all you got to do is find one of these guys and check their channel and see who they interview. Oh, God, this girl, she's a fucking con. She was, and she still is kind of a fixture on CNBC. She gets interviewed, okay? Because, she's got the right name. She's got the right connections. And this girl was such a failure. She's got such a terrible fucking track record that now she's kind of having to be laughed off the stage. She's kind of having to go to these guys. But let me take a look here. Let me see if his other channel. You can take a look at his scam website. He's got another channel, Wealthy On, does the same bullshit. So you can take a look at both these channels. And if you want to identify an army of con artists, okay, all you got to do is take a look at the channel. I guess, where's Wealthy On? Here we go. Yeah. See that? This is Chris Martin's business partner. So here's the pitch. Here's what they do. Not only do they get paid to pitch gold, the sponsors, the endorsements, but what they do, the big trick is that they scare you, telling you there's going to be a market crash, and they have all these guys, the Peter Schiff guys, and so they'll say, hey, if you want a portfolio review, click this. Or, we recommend these guys, and they get paid. You see, if you got a state license, an RIA, it's simple. All you got to do, you get a 1% commission. I could have done this a long time ago. I had people coming to me and asking me where they should invest, or, do I know any advisors? I could have gotten the license easily. I mean, I was licensed before, take the exam, and I get 1% of the assets. Okay, it's very dishonest what this piece of trash is doing. Let me show you here. Okay, take a look. Worried about the market? Schedule your free portfolio review. You see? It makes it look like, wow, I mean, they're endorsed financial advisors. Oh, okay, wow. So if you trust this guy and you trust his content, well, it's his endorsement. You see how dishonest this is? He needs to tell people they're not really endorsed. He's getting paid money if you transfer assets to these guys. You see the scam there? You see that? So take a look now You want to take a look and you can identify, I know I can. Now you're going to have some newer generation scammers here. I don't know a lot of these people, but I can tell you, I do know quite a few of them. I'm telling you right now, assume that every single person on this channel is a scam artist and or broken clock con man. Okay? Assume till proven otherwise. I'm telling you right now. I've been around long enough. I'm telling you, because they all pitch the same shit. All you got to do is take a look. Read the headlines. Just read it. Right? Interest rates going to go. All this bad news. Bear market. Interest rates go higher. Sell signal for stocks. Gold reaching higher. Stocks, you see that? Just take a look. It's all, scare, fear-mongering. I'm scared. Right? Right? You understand? Complete horseshit. Identify one con artist, especially a guy that interviews these guys, and the whole channel is fucked. Everybody on here, and you're going to see these guys surface on similar channels, similar fear-mongering bullshit channels. Folks, I'm the fucking godfather of exposing this shit. I was exposing this shit 15 years ago. Okay? Because it's the same gold-pumping nonsense. Wealthy on his other channel, the same bullshit. Jim Rickards, complete fucking liar and fraudster con man. I mean, I know the deal on most of these people. And we have Scaramucci, fucking fraudster con man. Piece of trash. I mean, how is this guy not being investigated? Right? Dealing with Sam Bankman-Fried. And this Lynn Alden, I don't know if she wants to be called a he or a she or whatever. Basically, she's pumped out of Raoul Pal, cryptocurrency scam artist, another fraudster who claims, and you can tell him I said this because I know the fucking deal. This is fact. He's a fucking fraud. He claimed to predict the financial crisis. It's a complete fucking lie. See, here's the deal. All these fraudsters claiming all this shit, trying to steal my fucking thunder because nothing happens to them. They're enriching themselves, enriching their brand, making false claims. Why? Why not? What's going to happen to them? Right? You understand, folks? These motherfuckers need to be called out for the frauds that they are. You can just go ahead. I'm telling you right now, I'll guarantee you every single person on this channel, on these fear-mongering channels, and there's thousands of them, guaranteed. I mean, you might get someone who's just naive and stupid, who's not pitching their own scam, but the vast majority of these people got their own scam going on. Okay? I mean, let's not forget Scaramucci, right? The weasel looks like a weasel to me. This con man, he let Sam Bankman-Fried invest in his fund. He bought part of his fund. He was all in with FTX. We don't hear about that anymore, do we? Well, he's in the tribe. He wants to tell you, I'm an Italian. Yeah, okay. Just like Kevin O'Leary's Irish. Okay, whatever. You see? And by the way, speaking of that, I'd like you to take a close look. Here you go. Nouriel Roubini, another fucking con man. You take a look at who these, the people have another thing in common. Besides being cons and scammers and doomsday charlatans, they got another thing in common. And you know what that is. Isn't it a little strange how there's like a similar bloodline with all these cons? I mean, show me somebody who's not in that bloodline. You'll find one or two, I'm sure. So far, I haven't seen any that aren't. I can just tell you by looking. You understand? Folks, I've been observing this for a very long time. Almost 2 decades. You're going to see the same thing. Okay? What's going on here? Nigerian, this fucking fraud. Tell him I said it. Nigerian, you're a fucking fraud. You're a con man. You're a scam artist. This piece of trash that's scamming people for years with little trading fucking companies, deceitful marketing practices. He scrubs all his shit. This guy was a paid whore for a crypto Ponzi scheme. See, John Nigerian didn't learn his lesson. I did a write-up and a video on this on my site. John Nigerian didn't learn his lesson when he was pitching, when he was spruiking John Caruso, the crypto king, who he invited to his Investitude. That was the company, Investitude. He since changed the name. Investitude. He invited to his conference in Vegas. Why? He was promoting the guy, the crypto king, because the crypto king paid Nigerian, right, to be promoted. And guess what? Turns out the crypto king was running a Ponzi scheme. And that means that Nigerian helped him. Nothing happened to Nigerian. Guess what? Nobody said anything. Nigerian didn't learn his lesson. He didn't learn his lesson because he was on his little trading. After that, of course, he changed his company from Investitude to Market Rebellion. He scratched everything. He removed all his Twitter accounts, his Twitter tweets with Caruso and all this shit. He erased all the evidence, by the way. Okay. He didn't learn his lesson. He was still pumping cryptos and crypto trading and all this shit. And what happens? He goes on CNBC like a day before and basically tells you, I'm in Voyager Digital, the day before Voyager fucking collapses. And that's why he finally got booted off CNBC. And now he's on Fox. Okay? Folks, I know the whole fucking shebang. I know the whole fucking shebang. In addition to being the top fucking investment analyst in the world, I know all these fucking frauds. I know the story. All this shit. So you think that it's difficult for me to spot the fraudsters on YouTube, the fake investment gurus? Are you fucking kidding me? I've already taken down the pros. Long time ago. Rick Rule. Let me tell you Rick's little story. Rick and Doug Casey and these guys, what they do is they take advantage of the stupid ass people. Most of these people that are gold bugs are just fucking dirt stupid. That's the reality. They're just dumb as rocks. And so they take advantage of their stupidity. How? First, they promote these guys, these lifetime con men like Doug Casey and several of these other guys. Oh, Doug Casey and Rick Rule believe in this company, this resource company. It's a great company. They've even bought shares. They own such and such. And it's obviously they're penny stocks. You have these guys on YouTube. You watch it. You'll see. They basically have created this legend, this urban legend that Doug Casey's a great investor and that Rick Rule's a great investor and they're worth all this money. So once the fucking idiots believe that, the penny stock promoters, they'll come out and make a video and tell you how Doug Casey and Rick Rule and all these other scammers, they bought this stock and you can buy it too. And of course, this ties into the gold pumping thing because they'll tell you, well, gold, the currency is going to collapse and you want to buy gold. And this is the way you can make a lot more money in gold because this is a penny stock. You can make a lot more money. You understand? So what happens is that they're not doing anything as far as I can see. I mean, you never know. But this pitch is not really illegal because they're basically telling you, hey, Doug Casey's he owns shares. So the idiots are saying, oh, okay, I'm going to buy shares. And so it's a pump and dump. Like the idiots buy and they raise the price. And I'm sure Doug Casey and all these guys, Eric Sprott, they dump it. You understand? That's what's going on with these guys. I already exposed this Lynn Alden. She's a fucking fraud. Complete fucking fraud. Has no experience at all in the professional markets. Oh, I saw research institutions. No, you fucking don't. You're a fraud just like your little buddy, Raoul Powell. Okay? I already exposed her. Go look on her LinkedIn. Look at her background. Nothing. She's pumped out because she's a fucking crypto pumper. Folks, nobody in the investment world that claims they're credible is going to ever endorse cryptocurrencies. If they do, they're a fraud. They're a scammer. Okay? Rubini is another guy who happens to be of the right background, where he gets promoted by the media. He didn't predict the financial crisis. The media says that he did, make him worth more money, and then he gets to sell his firm and books and all this shit. You understand how it works, folks? You understand? You got it? None of these fuckers have 1/100th of my track record. Okay? If I got 1/1000th of the promo that these shysters have gotten based upon, my track record, I'd be a gazillionaire. So, I mean, you could just go down the list. Okay. I exposed the whole gold thing a long time ago. When Glenn Beck was pumping that shit, Gold Line, that fraud, Max Kaiser, duping people. This is the thing, folks. There's so many stupid people in the world, and they're getting dumber by the day. The internet's made people really fucking stupid. It's amazing how many stupid people there are. It's amazing to me. But unfortunately, most of the world is stupid as fuck. This is why you have many people that follow career conmen and fraudsters like Max Kaiser and Alex Jones. Max Kaiser was pumping gold. He's a gold pumper. Why? He was selling gold coins for 50% higher than the spot price. I've got the evidence. I put it in one of my videos. Okay. The whole thing is basically these guys want to make money scaring you. Okay. The whole thing is, this is evil, this is bad, but I've got a solution. Buy my product. I can save you. Okay. That's what they do. That's the typical scam job right there. Right? Buy my product. This is all bad. Buy my product. I can save you. Fukushima. Oh my God. It's killing all the fish on the West Coast. I got special iodine potion for you to protect you. Remember that? Right? COVID. Oh my gosh. The vaccine, we had to get protected. I've got special whatever. Right? This is what these people do. Same thing with gold. Oh, the dollar's going to collapse. Buy gold. I mean, it's fucking stupid. It's complete fucking stupidity. Okay? And now you got these younger kids. I guess, I don't know, the expert scam, right? Folks, it takes an audience of stupid people to empower these frauds. That's the sad thing. And we're not just talking about the stupid people being young kids. There's a lot of older people that are stupid. I don't care what your IQ is. There's a different type of intelligence. Okay? And it's sad. It's sad to see this stuff. I know this whole scene, all these fucking fraudsters, the whole shebang. That's it. We live in a scam nation. It's a scam world. It's, being a scammer is apparently okay. It's okay to scam people. And the YouTube crew, the YouTube FTX grifters, they proved that. Nothing happened to them. So they go on their merry way, continuing to fuck people, continuing to scam people. You see that? It's disgusting. A bunch of fucking frauds. Okay? Folks, the more you spread this shit and spread my name, the more eventually you understand how people are going to be pressured. You understand? You guys don't get it, do you? These motherfuckers are going to have to, they're going to have to confront my allegations if I get enough views. You understand? Because they're going to have a lot of people coming at them. Well, what do you say about this? He's coming. What do you say? You understand? They just ignore it. No views, doesn't matter. You understand? Every single person, until proven otherwise, every single person giving financial information, financial advice, whatever analysis on YouTube is a fraud until proven otherwise. I've seen nothing but fraudsters. Folks, if there's someone credible, are they going to be on YouTube? This is the thing that these kids don't fucking realize. So you got a top expert. Why are they on YouTube? What are they doing on YouTube? What? The problem is a lot of people don't even understand what it means to be an expert. Like, it's kind of like if you've never had an orgasm, you don't know what it is to experience one. Like someone can tell you, but you have no fucking clue. So you're oblivious as hell. You see? That's the problem with being ignorant. And I'll just go ahead and say this once again. Every single person who claims that they can teach people to trade and they've made all this money trading is a fucking liar and a fraud. Now, CoffeeZilla, the bogus detective guru guy, fake detective guru guy, if he would have had me on his show, that's exactly what I would have said. I would have come down hard. But once again, he had the phony Patrick Boyle, who lied about who he was, who actually was trying to day trade like the people that, he was supposed to criticize, which is fucking funny as hell. Every single person, you can tell them I said so. Tell them to come to me. They won't fucking come to me. They're scared. They're like, oh shit, we got a fucking big swinging dick. I'm like, oh, they're not going to try and pull one on me. They know I'm not fucking stupid. Every single person claiming that they can teach you how to trade, making all this money is a fraud. Okay? It can't be done. That's fact. It's impossible. There's no competitive advantage. What are they doing? How are they doing their trading? Like, what's their competitive advantage? Like, how are they going to out trade? Like, what are they doing to what's the skill? There's no fucking skill. Now, for me, if I'm doing a little trading here and there, I'm going to use I know technicals, I know market sentiment, I have a good understanding of what's going on in the economy, this and that. I use a lot of things, right? That's different. But even myself, all that I know, I can guarantee you, as much as I know, okay, I'll guarantee you, I'm not going to be able to take $10,000 and turn it into $1 million in a year or 2 years trading. It's impossible. And this is where we talk about Tim Sykes, the master scammer, the master trade scammer. And you can fucking tell him I said so. You tell him to come to me. You tell him I said he's a fraud. He's a con man. He's running the biggest fucking scam on the internet. Fake reviews, fake websites he controls, fake rating sites, all this shit. His little fake affiliates. They're all affiliates of his. They're all fakes. Oh, my millionaire students. My ass. They're all liars and scammers. Write it down. Okay? Now, I'm a fair guy. If someone's willing to come and show me based upon my rules, that they really know how to trade and they can really make a lot of money, I'll come out and say it. So yeah, he does. Yeah. Okay. But folks, think about it. If there's someone out there like that, are they going to be wasting their fucking time on YouTube? Are they going to waste their time with your ass, trying to sell your ass admission to their course, to their fucking chat room? You fucking kidding me? If they really were that good, people would be sending them tons of money to run a fucking fund. Okay? They don't exist. Trust me. They don't exist. You cannot trade for a living long term. Yeah, you can get lucky in a bull market here and there. Yeah, okay, you can trade if you have a ton of money already. Right? Because you don't need to make a living every day. But of course, that's not what they're selling you is, oh, he doesn't need a whole lot of money. And the scam is, oh, well, you didn't do it because you didn't study enough. You got to watch more of my videos. Okay. Folks, I'm telling you, all these trading guru people are scammers. And now we're seeing the next wave. The next wave is these fake analyst guys. Oh, evaluation. Fucking idiots. And I sat there 2022, I remember all the market was collapsing. I'd already put out my call in my research beginning of the year to get out of the market. Okay. And I sat there. I didn't say anything on YouTube because I didn't want to rescue these kids. And what were they doing? Oh, they didn't know what the fuck was going on. Oh, yeah, I just keep looking at my stocks. Oh, well, looking at Tesla. They have no fucking clue how the market works. They have no fucking idea what they're doing. Completely clueless. I'm telling you right now. Show me a single person that has a fucking clue. They're not on YouTube. They don't exist. They don't fucking exist. I'm telling you, folks, this is why you got to spread my shit. I'm telling you right now, you find that person. I'll go up live with them on a neutral platform. Okay? You're going to get people out there. They're going to show you all kinds of bogus shit because they know they can fool you. They can't fool me. You tell Tim fucking Sykes, oh, take my challenge. Okay, Tim, how about me? I'm not going to pay for your shit. Show me. If I can't, think about it. Oh, he was 18 and he took $10,000 and turned it into $2 million in 2 years. So, okay, he didn't know anything. He's just a kid. That means, me, the top investment analyst in the world, I don't know who else has made my calls. Who else has made my calls? There's no way there's anybody who's got my track record anywhere close to it. Guaranteed. First of all, take a look at my financial crisis track record. Then you're whittling it down to, gosh, there's almost no one left. And then what? My call on NVIDIA, Netflix, all my other calls, hundreds of amazing calls. I could go down. I could be talking about my track record for fucking months. My point is this. If I know all this stuff and I'm a Wall Street insider, then he took a kid from $10,000 to $2 million in a couple of years. Surely I can do that easily, right? If I learn, if I invest in his course, right? I can tell you right now, folks, it can't be done. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's impossible. Do you understand that? Now, has anybody in the history of the world ever done it? Maybe. But that's absolute luck. If it's absolute luck, that means it's not reproducible. That means it's not teachable. You understand? But I can guarantee you one thing. Nobody that's pitching their fucking course or trading room has ever done it. That's why they're pitching their course in their trading room. Okay? No one can do well in only short-term trading as a strategy. Now, short-term trading can be beneficial sometimes, no doubt about it, as part of an overall strategy, depending upon the situation. No doubt about it. And understanding how to trade stocks can help you as a basic fundamental tool for position management and timing, right? No doubt about it. But we're talking about something completely different here. We're talking about day trading stocks. No one can do it and make money. Can a professional do it? Professionals can do it, of course, because they have resources that no one else has. I mean, you don't have a professional by himself. Professional is surrounded by other people, research, fast connections, many things, all types of stuff. Okay. But they're working, in the industry. They have things that they're not going to have outside of the industry. And they also have access to capital. You see? So, but you're talking about these fucking chumps. Okay? I'm just telling you, no one can do it. It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. Okay? But you see people, it's kind of like these religious charlatans. It's like Joel Osteen, people selling hope. It's like Benny Hinn, right? They want to sell hope. People want hope. You cannot be conned if you're not greedy. Remember that. It's very difficult for you to be conned if you are not greedy. It's the greed that causes people to be conned. They want to believe. You understand? There's no way you can day trade and do well consistently over the long run. That's a fact. Now, once again, this is why it's important. I keep telling people the best thing you can do in your life as far as investing is actually pretty easy to do, because it just requires a little bit of effort. Okay. And that is the following: learn my track record. Just learn the chapters there from the financial crisis. Study that. Understand, put that into perspective. Understand what else was out there. Who else wrote anything? When did they write it? Right? Understand the true power. Nobody came close to my forecasts. Not even remotely close. Once you understand my track record, you're going to get a feel for my credibility, and it's the highest. And that's important to convince yourself of that. Why? Because when I come out and tell you something, you're not going to question it. You're going to believe it because it's going to be true. You understand? So when I'm telling you that nobody can day trade, it's impossible. That's a fact. Write it down. Nobody can do it. First of all, it doesn't work. Just show me the results. Second of all, explain to me how it's possible. You cannot develop a competitive advantage that way. In fact, I mentioned before, actually, for someone like myself, it would really suck because I can't utilize any competitive advantage I may have. How am I going to utilize my understanding of the macroeconomic landscape, my understanding of valuations and market forecasting? How is that going to help me day trade? It's not. So I'm basically starting out just like some dipshit. We both know technical analysis. Who cares? That's nothing. That's not a competitive advantage. Nobody can day trade as an investment strategy and do well long term. Okay, can't do it. Now the thing is this. It's what I tell people. I always mention I provide, one of the research areas I provide is commodities and futures and foreign currencies forecasting. And I tell them all the time. I mean, you can't tell people. I mean, people want to do what they want to do. But I tell them, say, listen, what you need to be doing is you need to not trade every day. You need to watch what's going on and be patient and wait for the big opportunity and jump on it. If you're trading that shit every day, you're going to just lose money. Okay? You have to wait. You have to monitor it and watch and wait. And then you jump on a trade. That's what you do. You see? If you're going to trade that stuff, because that's just all gambling. Futures and commodities, and you're at a disadvantage there with the brokers who are fucking you. And that's all, you know, that's just a fact. So what you got to do, if you don't trade that shit on a daily basis, you're going to lose. You're also going to lose because of the way the contracts, you know, the contango and all that shit. So what you got to do is you just got to, if you want to make money in that, because what lures people on that stuff is the leverage. Because, you know, once somebody gets hooked on futures trading, it's like a drug, because you can make a lot of money quickly because of the leverage, but you can also get your ass blasted. See? So what you do is you just wait for a big time move. Like, for instance, with oil. A couple of years ago when oil was really low, right? Or, you know, if you can sense the gold breakout like I did, right? You just have to follow it and be disciplined and not do anything. And so that you're making the highest probability trades. But you see, most people don't do that because they're addicted. And in terms of, you know, this is why if you want to trade, like, you can make a living trading stocks. Sure you can, if you're already comfortable and you don't have to have the money daily or weekly. Because if you're knowledgeable and you understand what's going on, then you're going to be more selective about the trades that you make. You see? But then if you're doing that, you're missing out. You know, you're missing out on the big gains in the market, right? Oh, look, this premieres in 3 hours. Phil Rosen explains. Wow, Phil, nice hairstyle. Nice. I like your hair. You see, folks, write it down. Tell all these guys, okay, you cannot day trade for a living. And this is where, of course, everything money, by the way, these fucking con artists, not only does Paul have no idea what he's talking about with investing, he has no fucking clue. And it's 8 pillars bullshit. His little software, it's a complete fucking scam. It's an absolute fucking scam. This guy is steering people down the fucking drain. Not only that, but as I pointed out, of course, I'm the first person to have exposed them. Then all these little fucking YouTube minions follow me. Hell, a bunch of fucking idiots on YouTube. Bunch of fucking losers. Disgusting fucking grifters. And they all pretend like that they're not there. Oh, I'm exposing this guy. No, you're just a fucking, you're selling ads. You're selling your shit. You're a fucking grifter. Just shut up. Not only is he scamming people, selling him his bullshit, giving them a false sense of security, and they blow the fuck up. But they're also like luring in newbies. See the videos I showed of them before in the past? They'll have video titles like, well, let's take a look. What's dollar cost averaging? What's an IRA? How to get started investing, right? And then the same audience, what do? What do? They try and teach them how to day trade and short stocks. What? Like I would never, I mean, first of all, I'm qualified to come out and teach people how to short stocks. But like I don't do that. I don't do that. Even in my special sessions of like where people are more advanced, I don't come out and tell them to short a stock. I mentioned like it might be a short candidate, but I don't do that. Why? Because shorting a stock, you have to have a specific skill and understand what's going on, unless the case where you think it's going to zero. Like when I put it in a book to short all these subprimes and Fannie and Freddie. I knew the shit was going, all that was going to zero. Okay. Banks, all that shit. I knew it. Okay. I mean, put it in a book. Greatest call in the history of investing. That's right. You got it, folks. If you need to hear it from the media, you're not going to hear it. You're going to hear bullshit from them. It's fact. Somebody show me a better call that was ever made than my call, my whole prediction of the financial crisis. Okay. Like my PhD, like thesis analysis, even predicting 2 years in advance, the bottom in the market, the exact bottom. I put it in a book. I mean, are you kidding me? I'm a fucking living legend. I mean, I'm not bragging, by the way. I'm not bragging. You know why? I'm broadcasting. There's a difference. Bragging is telling everybody something that they already know. Broadcasting means you're informing people because they don't know. You understand the difference, right? There's a big difference. And of course, all these fucking YouTube scammers, their heroes, Cathie Wood. Okay. And of course, they'll like trash her, when her stocks crash, but they get all their ideas from her. Okay. And they don't even realize she's a fraud. She's a con artist and she's fucking clueless. She's absolutely fucking clueless. Okay. She has no idea what she's talking about. Of course, it's like all these doomsday people, these broken clocks, Peter Schiff, Jim Rogers, Harry Dent. Nobody would know who they are if the media didn't promote them. It's the media's fault. You understand? Cathie Wood is being promoted by the media. Okay? They're the problem. They're the ones causing you to lose money. You're listening to the media. Meanwhile, they want to tell you every time something Michael Burry says, Michael Burry didn't predict the financial crisis. He can't even eat my fucking stale lunch. Okay? He made a bet. That's all he did. And his track record sucks. He's a broken clock clown. And all these guys, they want to talk about Michael Burry, right? They want to talk about all these guys. And they don't know the real deal. The best of all these guys currently living, at least for now, is Warren Buffett. Okay? But even Buffett there's a lot of issues with Buffett that you're not going to hear about. I'm not going to get into. Okay? You see? But you see, it's all about making these guys superheroes. That's what the media does. So you'll line up when they have to say, oh, what does he say? Right? I mean, just go ahead and take a look. How to short stocks. And they actually encourage these newbies that they're recruiting to short stocks. Like, why would you teach newbies about shorting stocks? Why? You understand. And day trading. They promote day trading. How to make money shorting. I mean, these guys don't even know they're spruiking a completely fraudulent concept of fundamental analysis. That's Paul and their 8 pillars, complete scam. And then they want to tell you they're going to teach you how to short stocks, make money shorting stocks. Are you fucking kidding me? This is the same guy who shorted NVIDIA. What a fucking idiot. Anybody that listens to these guys, they deserve what they're going to get, and it's not going to be money. It's going to be lost money. Now that we're going through the, let's take a look at Meet Kevin. What's this fraudster up to? What's the scammer up to here? I mean, who would watch this guy? Complete dildo. Piece of garbage. He's a pathological liar. He's a fraud. Kevin is a fraud. He's a scam artist. He's a liar. He's a piece of garbage. It's that simple. His mentors are Peter Schiff and Robert Kiyosaki, by the way. He wants to be just like them. You all know this, right? Meet Parasite. Meet Parasite. You know, it's funny about commodities. Let me tell you a little story here about commodities. You know, Jim Rogers. I exposed Jim Rogers, absolute fucking con man. I'm not going to get into it. I exposed this guy a long time ago. And I'm the only person apparently who knows the scam behind Jim Rogers, the lie behind Jim Rogers. But it's funny because I'm not so sure the guy knows anything, because he's supposed to be like the commodities expert, right? And the amazing thing is that Jim Rogers always tell you, well, I don't know anything about technical analysis. I'm not good at timing. I mean, how can you be supposed to be an expert in commodities if you don't know anything about technical analysis and you're not good at timing? Like commodities, it's all technicals. That's all it is. It's technicals and little news bits. It's absolutely technicals. It's trading. You can't invest in commodities. It's trading by definition, because the contracts expire. They're short-term contracts. You understand? Commodities is all trading. It's very much speculation. But Jim Rogers says he doesn't understand technical analysis and he's not good at timing. So how is he a commodities expert? By the way, see, it's all a mirage. It's all a big lie. And it's part of the lie to make you think that he's an expert in this, because why? Because Jim Rogers launched some commodities ETFs in his name about 10, 12 years ago that all collapsed, by the way. You see, the media builds up Jim Rogers as an investing legend. Jim Rogers benefits. He gets to sell stupid, useless books that don't teach you nothing. You invest in his garbage funds that blow up. He makes money that way on speaking appearances because he's a media celebrity now. And then the media makes money because of the legend, the urban legend of Jim Rogers. Every time you hear, oh, Jim Rogers is going to be interviewed. Oh, well, I want to make money. You understand how it works. I wrote about this in the preface of the Wall Street Investment Bible, how they create Superman. It's the Warren Buffett effect, how they make Warren Buffett to be much greater than he really is. Because then what happens is that once they build this superstar, it's kind of like the media does this. This is a Hollywood thing. You know, Britney Spears, right? Taylor Swift, right? This is what they do. They build somebody up, and each party makes money. So that the next time they write an article about the person or they interview them, you line up. You want to watch it, you want to read it, guess what? They sell you ads, advertisement. You understand? That's why they build up these people. At the same time, many of these people that they build up, most of them are complete contrarian indicators. And that's done in order to screw the audience, to create dumb money for Wall Street. Okay? You see, the more dumb money the media creates, the more valuable the ad spots are. You see? You understand? I've explained this over and over again. People don't seem to get it. If the financial media has Peter Schiff on every day, people listen to this guy, they're going to lose their ass. They're going to blow up. They're going to lose their money. I mean, that's just take a look. It's the track record's there. Okay. Harry Dent, same thing. Jim Rogers, same thing. Jim Rickards, you go down the list. Jim Cramer. The more people like this they have on the show, the more people the audience blow up. And the audience doesn't really know. They don't really understand why they made this investment, because they have so many inputs coming, right? This is why it's bad to have like impulsive shit hitting you all the time. You don't want that. You want a disciplined approach where you have actual research that's consistently going over stuff. Not, well, today we're going to talk about this. Oh, today, you understand? That's a recipe for financial ruin, guaranteed. So when the media has these contrarian indicators and the audience listens to them and they lose their money, at some point the audience says, oh my gosh, I mean, I'm in trouble. I mean, I can't go on like this. I need help. And so they see a commercial from Merrill Lynch. Ka-ching, boom. You understand? So those ad spots become more valuable. CNBC, Fox, they can charge more money for those ad spots because their content has created a bigger demand for those companies. The clever thing, though, is to make sure that the audience doesn't realize you're fucking them. You see? Nobody knows the financial media better than me. Because remember, these are the cocksuckers that banned me from day one for no reason other than trying to help you people avoid the financial crisis and make a lot of money. That's what I tried to do. Selflessly. Didn't have a business behind it. I tried to do the right thing. Okay? And I got completely banned, sidelined, and they promoted fraudsters instead of me. Con men instead of me. And even to this day, virtually nobody knows about me. This is what happened to me. I was discriminated against because I didn't have the right last name. Okay? That's the bottom line. That's why I point out who's in the media, what's going on here. You understand? People don't get it. This is the fucking truth. This is what happened. People don't even know, man. Like I said, show me a person, go to anybody, and you tell them. Say, oh, no, you can't trade. Go to this guy. He guarantees you're a fraud. He doesn't even know you. Prove, you have to pass this guy's test. You pass this guy's test, okay. If you don't want to do that, you're a fraud. Because he says it's impossible. It's impossible to do well day trading. Okay? It's impossible. Now, the only exception to that is where these guys, what they do is they have a lot of people in their little trading room and they front run. You see? That's the scam. They will actually front run the stocks. And what they do is they trade penny stocks. This is why if you put them in a controlled setting, right? Say, well, watch my chat room here. First of all, you can fake live trades if you have your own servers. I told you that. Second of all, even if you don't fake the live trades, if they have their little fucking minions there, right, that they're directing, they're already buying the stock before they tell them to buy it. It's just a pump and dump. You understand? They're getting the suckers that are paying them for subscription fees to pump their stocks up, and then they sell them at the top. That's very common for some of these bigger trading scammers. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't even realize this. Listen, nobody has a system. I don't have a system. Show me someone who's accomplished what I have accomplished in the investment world as an analyst. There might be somebody, but it doesn't even matter. Clearly, I'm one of the very top in the world. Okay. And even myself, I don't have a system. You can't have this. It's too complex. It's like trying to model the climate. It's impossible, which is one reason why the climate change is a scam. It's a complete lie. There's too many variables involved. There's no system. There's certain things you can do. There's certain things that help. There's certain things that, but there's no like systematic thing that I can teach somebody. I mean, if it existed, I'd put it in a bottle and fucking sell it and become a trillionaire doing nothing. Right? Nobody has a system. That's a lie. Okay? That's a complete fucking lie. Oh, I got a trading system. Oh, I got this. No, you don't. Okay? If I don't have a system, if I can't figure out a system, nobody can. Okay? There's things that I know that I can help people without a doubt. But at the end of the day, no matter what you learn from me or some other expert, you're going to have a different take because you're going to have to react and respond on your own. You're going to interpret things differently, right? You're going to have a different judgment, you see? So, it's just amazing. Day trading was never a lucrative situation, except for the people selling that myth. But these days, tell me how somebody has even a remote fucking chance of making money day trading consistently when you have all these fucking quant funds and all these hedge funds that are paying for order flow and they're front running everybody. Are you fucking kidding me? You have zero fucking chance. Zero fucking chance. Okay? Zero. Once again, I want to tell you guys, go out there and find somebody on YouTube. Go in all these trading people. You tell them about me. Say, hey, really? Well, why don't you go to this guy and see if he I'll listen. I'll spend my time for free. I won't charge him any money for my analysis. Show me their stuff. Let's see. Okay. Right? They won't do it. They won't do it. I've done it before. I've actually said, hey, you know what? Let me take a look at your system. I'll give you an honest rating. Yeah. Well, they know who I am. I mean, hell, I don't even think I need to tell them about my track record. Just the fact that I'm a Wall Street insider, I think they're going to run scared. You see? Because who do you think that they're marketing to? They're marketing to retail sheep. You see? Find a person who will show me their stuff and have me analyze it and have me rate their situation. And they won't do it. If you can't find a person like that, that should be your. If they don't agree, then they're a liar. They're a fraud. It's that simple. It's that simple. Listen, if I find somebody, I'll tell you. It doesn't exist. Okay. Doesn't exist. And likewise with these YouTube scammers, okay, nobody out there has a fucking clue on YouTube how to value stocks. They have no fucking idea. Not only that, but there's a big disconnect oftentimes between valuation and stock price. Okay? They've never worked in the market. They don't understand how the market fucking works. Taking a fucking course in undergrad business school doesn't make you an expert. Having an MBA or PhD doesn't make you an expert. Okay? If you haven't worked in the market for a long time and or learned a lot through somebody working in a fund, you're not going to have a chance of knowing shit. And I say a chance because just because you have doesn't mean you know shit. And this is why, of course, Tom Nash is probably the biggest fraud on YouTube because he actually came out and made false credentials. he made up lies about his credentials. And you had the CoffeeZilla boy who built his channel. CoffeeZilla is a fake guru creator. He's a fake guru promoter. That's what he is. Not only did he create Tom Nash's career on YouTube, the fraud, Tom Nash, he also sells advertisements for scammers, CoffeeZilla does, on his videos. Right? You see? Right? Folks, once again, if they're selling ads on their channel, they're scammers. I'm telling you. Once again, some people say, oh, well, gosh, this guy's a nice guy. He's not. I'm telling you, some of these people, the financial channel, they're all scammers, but even at different genres. Some of the people, they start out innocent, and then the money takes over. These days, just about everybody and their fucking grandmother is intentionally getting on YouTube as a business. I'm telling you, they see it as a business. And what does that mean? Say, well, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that is that you got to understand they're looking for clicks and views. That's what it's about. It's for getting the most people to subscribe to their channel and view their videos. Nothing else matters. You understand? Folks, I've been saying this for more than 15 years. Ad-based content is a scam. Advertisement-based content that's tied to advertisements is going to screw you. Everybody, especially these young kids, they think they can get stuff for free. The free stuff is the most deadly stuff. That's the most dangerous stuff because you think it's free. It's not. There's a back door. Okay? You're being exploited. There's nothing free. You're better to pay for something. That way you know the relationship between the provider, it's between the provider and you, right? You're the customer. They want to service you. They want to make sure you're happy. When you're getting something for free, somebody in the back door is paying for that. And that means they want something from you. Okay? Facebook is a great example. You know, people don't stop to think, wait a second, how's this company earning, 200 billion, 300 billion in revenues? What's going on? How's that possible? Facebook is free. But how are they earning hundreds of billions of dollars in revenues? They're fucking you. They're stealing your data and they're selling it. It's not free. The damage it's causing people is you can't put a price tag on it because you're talking about potentially wiping people out with identity theft and many other things. And by the way, social media last year, the scams from social media were, I think, close to $2 billion. We're not even talking about people suffering from identity theft. Okay. Folks, Kevin needs to be held accountable. All these people, if they have a large following and they're a scammer, all that needs to happen is people to contact the FTC, call in a complaint. Somebody needs to make some websites. Make some websites like that one guy, some guy that made a website about the nomad capitalist. Right? Somebody needs to make a website of Meet Kevin. Meet Kevin is a scam. Tell us your story. Contact us, and we will, fill out a form, and we can have him sued. Maybe. I mean, I knew this guy was a scam artist from like in the beginning, like 10 years ago, 12 years ago. And I guess it's removed. I don't know. Because this guy, because he got in bed with Peter Schiff and all these doomsday guys. It's complete. The guy's is absolute fraud, no doubt about it. And it's just shocking how stupid people are. But folks, this is why the scammers go on YouTube. It's easy money. People, it's the biggest audience of dipshits in the world. What person, like, why would you go to some kid who doesn't even have a college degree and pay him 50 grand, 60 grand to get you a passport in another country? I mean, are you serious? Go to an international attorney. Go to an attorney that does immigration, that has connections. That's who you go. You go through an attorney, a credible attorney, okay? Or if you don't want to pay the money at all, what you do is you just go on a search and you find out online what countries are it's easy to get a visa, the golden visa. It's very, Greece, Turkey, Portugal, some of the Caribbean islands, right? That's it. It's that simple. That's all. They've got requirements. Matter of fact, you can even get you all know that you can get an investment visa in America for $800,000. You don't pay $800,000, you invest it. Do you all know that? If you invest $800,000, you can get an investment visa in America, which gets you basically like residency. Okay? Which is pretty scary. Many countries you just buy a house. Some countries you invest in their bond market. That's it. Why would anybody? I mean, pay $50,000. The guy's a total fucking fraud. Okay, but it's a typical YouTube scammer. You've got tens of thousands of guys like him. They're all. I'm telling you, YouTube is a scam portal. I'm telling you. It's not just the financial genre, folks. It's all over the place. Okay. YouTube needs to be shut down.